Hello and welcome to VOD of Consciousness with Sientir. I'm Sientir. You can support me at patreon.com/Sientir, as I always say. And we are here to do Zen Daijun. Hopefully everything goes smoothly. I've got... I don't know. I basically added a proper monk, adjusted a few skills to be a little less Healy oriented, and added Livia with her Spiteful Spirit and other random useful hexes for increasing damage output, particularly on a minion-oriented team. So, still in hard mode. Yes, we wish to enter. I'm using a defensive anthem build, and now that we have enough people, I feel like there's nothing to fear is also probably pretty good. So, also is because we can have a proper monk. So here we have Headmaster Vang. You'll notice Yija, or whatever, isn't with us. Headmaster Vang says, Zen Daijun is overrun with afflicted. It is good that I'm here to protect all of you. He is arrogant. In times of trouble, the people of this valley gather in the main temple to the west. We should seek Yijo there. Alright, follow me and stay close. We are in great danger. Remember, he's acting as a headmaster with his, top students. So... do you see that purplish glow up ahead? The very air there has become sickened. Avoid it, lest you catch some disease from it. And if you become disease, come in angels, make certain you keep distance or you'll inflict all of us. You can get rid of the disease. It's very easy to do. All you need to do is... man, the afflicted are so annoying. All you need to do is summon Zunra from that shrine. Zunra is kind of the guardian deity of this area. And will be able to help us. The afflicted are super obnoxious because they explode when they die, which causes area of effect damage, which is deeply unpleasant. Ring the bell at any of the shrines. Summon Zunra, the guardian of this valley. For hundreds of years, I've watched over this holy valley. If your heart is pure, I will keep your body free from all impurities. You take the lead now. I'll follow you and watch your progress. So, yeah. So our basic premise here, I guess you could say, we're being good old back aggro. There's disturbance here in this valley, and we're here to try to clear out the source of that disturbance, or investigate the source of the disturbance is probably more accurate to what we're trying to do here. But regardless, we're just going to fight a bunch of afflicted, and they're going to explode on our minions, and our minions are going to die in a glorious conflagration of dead, whatever these things should be called. This one needs to go down. Oh, I am blinded right now. That is annoying. Oh, wait, I have this. Haha! Zunro has a special skill that it will use on you to kind of buff you, I guess. This buff will remove a condition from you, I believe. But maybe as a condition hex as well as the miasma effect. Very useful is what I'm saying. So Zunra can die, and then you can resurrect it at the shrine. So you're gonna have to deal with some amount of the purple gas. There's just no avoiding it. Ooh, arr! Looks like we've got some serious back aggro going on. Shadow form is very strong. Is a key of why assassins are able to solo stuff in crazy ways. Ow. Let's try to stand less close to enemies, shall we? I don't know. We have seriously badly over-aggroed. I'm going to use that to try to protect us a little bit. Okay, price is down, Zunra is down. Why are we fighting literally everything in this valley? Okay, where is this elementalist? This elementalist is behind us. Let's try to help this stabilize a little bit. Okay, yep, I randomly died off of something. Do any of our remaining dudes have a resurrect? Yes, Master of Whispers is still alive and has a resurrect. I mean, we're not dead by any means. We're not in a great position, but we're not dead. In part, we have just the wall of minions that helps, but that's not an auspicious start, is what I'm saying. On the other hand, we also seriously over-aggroed, so... Cool! We accidentally aggroed and killed this entire valley. That is not what I was trying to do, but everybody's alive now, so that's what matters. I'm going to wait a little bit. Because, well, I mean, I guess I can wait on the other side of this miasma. The issue is, like, Serenia, for example, has massive lack of energy, and that's just kind of a general issue kind of going around. The miasma causes 5 health degen, which is pretty strong. So, honestly, now that we're through it, it's best if we wait a little bit to let everyone kind of have it wear off. This spot up here can be kind of gnarly. There's a boss up here. Yeah, we're given a couple of different paths that we can take through this place. I'm going to actually wait until Defensive Anthem regens, as it were. Okay, that's enough. Ow. Ah. There's a ritualist in there that's doing some serious healing. Theoretically, we should be focusing on the boss, but honestly, the ritualist here is probably more of an issue and needs to go down. Of course, we've got some excess aggro. But now that we've cleared out the ritualist, we should take out this boss. The ritualists heal, and I typically can resurrect as well, which is, needless to say, extremely undesirable quality in an enemy that you're attempting to defeat. The freaking exploding is not helping anything for me. Factions... Some point in time, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to do my retrospective, and I'm going to basically talk about how Factions is like, so close and yet so far from issues-wise. That's just a giant horde of enemies. I'm probably going to face another giant horde of enemies if I go this way, but there isn't an immediate one, so I'm going to go this direction. That's how I'm deciding which way I'm going here, folks. Maybe I gave her too many overcast skills. Oh, 90 damage. That enemy dying. So annoying. Oh well. So that's a lot of overcast. I mean, granted, this is always going to enchant the entire party, basically, but... Well, one advantage of going this way is apparently we're going to fight mantids, which are normal type enemies that don't explode on us. Cool. They keep using shadow form way too late for it to be able to take effect, which is delightful. This is kind of pretty in here. You know what? Yeah, let's see about making something in here the thumbnail. Something like this. Sure. Cool. I just wanted to do it while I was thinking about it, honestly. Oh, goodness, that hurt. Those Ellies are really painful. Mind Burn is strong. Like... Oh, that does not look good from the back. There's a Manted Queen. Okay. We need to deal with this back here. There's a bunch of Mantids coming at us from the rear that need to be taken out. They're distracting all of our minions, and that's bad. Zunro, could you be dying slightly less, please? That would be great. Mantids at least don't explode, so there's that, which is nice. Swirling Aura is actually a really good spell. 60 HP restored through it. It's not bad. And a little bit of extra defense. It's always very handy. More afflicted rangers. I don't know where you're going. I don't care where you're going. They're probably going to go ask more things to aggro on us. Why were you running over there, Serenia? I didn't give you an... Yeah, none of these are like touch range. Katanas are the standard sword of area, I guess. No, we don't go through there. That's a closed gate. We don't go through closed gates. At least I don't think you can go through closed gates typically. A good mission to bring. Well, I guess I did in some regards. Bit of healing. Oh, we're gonna get so many like exploding enemies. I really don't like the design of exploding enemies like that. It makes certain... It's a little strong in terms of its influence on what types of builds are good against it. Specifically, it really heavily incentivizes minion master type builds that allow and like disincentivizes melee attackers very strongly. Like, if I have... I just want to move this lock back around. If I have a melee attacker, that attacker is going to be getting torn to bits by... I don't know how that managed to hit. By the... explosions. Okay, these things are whatever. Whereas, like, a ranged attacker, like a Paragon or a... I mean, realistically, anything that's using ranged attacks. Let's be honest here. You can use ranged attacks as a warrior if you want to. You can wield a bow or more likely a spear or something if you want to as a warrior. Like, that's totally your call. But my point... Vang says, we should have brought someone who knows how to fight. Master Togo, there's so many afflicted creatures here. It'll take us some time to kill them all. And Master Togo says, it's true the plague is far worse here than it was in Mr. Cho's estate. That may mean the source of the affliction is somewhere in this very valley. Okay, so... pull back a bit. Drop the defenses. But basically what my point is that I was trying to get at is having someone who's a ranged attacker is very beneficial against these types of enemies because they explode. And having walls of minions is very beneficial. because you don't care if the minions die, right? So all of this sort of stuff pushes towards certain styles, and pushes away from others. So things like assassins, for example, are traditional assassins, I should say. So not like crit barragers or whatever, are at a disadvantage. Anyone fighting in melee is at a disadvantage in this zone because, or in factions, because of the afflicted enemies that explode on you. And it's not everywhere that you run into exploding afflicted enemies, just to be clear. But it is the primary enemy of much of the campaign. So, Shield of Regen, which we're all familiar with from me using last time. Couple Manted Queens. Oh, just a group of Manted Queens. So more bulky than deadly. But anyway, you want to do stuff like minion walls that keep the enemy as far away from you as possible, and you want to not be a melee attacker, so that way you can hide behind your minion walls and not get your face beat in by exploding afflicted. Like, the afflicted would be a lot more reasonable if they did not explode. Okay, this is kind of a group that's commingling here. Hopefully that helped prevent Daze from getting on the party too badly. Oh, that'll get rid of Daze, so that's nice. I don't know. I've ranted, I guess, as I need to. It's just a design decision that I fundamentally find questionable. It certainly makes them a different type of enemy, and I will grant that. I'm just not entirely sure that it's in a good way. Serenia, dear, why do you keep running out so far ahead? Man, she has so much of that. Perhaps there's some code there, dude. That can. Okay, so I'm gonna take a moment just to salvage a few odds and ends, because my inventory is apparently getting fairly full of Plagueborn armor. And I would like to continue picking things up. Alrighty then. Oh, we've got some afflicted blows. You'll also notice that Yijo himself has become afflicted, which is unfortunate. He was a very passionate guy. I don't know why these bulls are smite monks. That's kind of a weird... whatever. Afflicted bulls are not a common enemy, so it's not a huge deal one way or the other. Yeah, that's right. Master of Whispers is running defensive stuff, which is nice. Look, the affliction has claimed them all. Even farmer Zhengzhou has been corrupted. Yijo should have known he could not handle this on his own. I forget the story that led to him trying to handle it on his own, if I'm being blunt about it. Headmaster Vang, that is enough. Yijo gave his life protecting those around him. There's no more noble act. Which, that's important characterization of Master Togo, that he thinks in that way. It's important to be aware of, I suppose. What the heck is hitting our party? Oh, it's a group of a bajillion... Well, I mean, at least Master of Whispers is not dead. I mean, that did not help us. These are all elementalists. They're wrecking us with elementalist spells, not other stuff. Is Zunra nearby, or do I need to go all the way back here for that shrine? I actually want to go resurrect Zunra, because it's an additional body to absorb damage, which is not lacking, and also the anti-miasma or anti-condition hex, whatever in general skill is just very, 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 very useful to have get spread around. So I don't know if Zunra uses other skills, but those ones are certainly handy. All right. So while we're running, I might as well use my last remaining ID to see what this is. Ooh, minor spawning power is probably valuable. Probably quite valuable. Might be worth spending on this guy here, though. Yeah, Yijo needs to go down because, as you might notice, it has a very deadly spirit rifts. Farmer Zhou just died, so that was quick. Apparently, if our damage actually targets something, it absolutely wrecks them. I guess I could. Master Togo says, "Look up ahead. That building is engulfed by miasma. Surely the source of the plague lies up there." I'm just gonna have to deal with conditions that are being put on me. Let's move over to the side a little bit. Okay, that just cleared out a bunch of random afflicted. This Ritualist needs to go down, though. Ritualist is probably a stronger healer than the Monk boss. Bluntly. Ooh, a Plagueborn Focus. That's nice. I will go pick that up. And I think we just need to clear out this Elementalist, and then we win. Maybe this Spirit? I'm not sure. What do we need to do to win? Oh, that. Okay, cool. Probably needed to beat that in under 20 minutes to get Masters. I'm not coming back here for that, though.
I had hoped that my eyes would not bear witness to this symbol again.
Master? What is it?
This is the harbinger of the deceiver, the mark of the wicked, the guild symbol of Shiro Tagachi.
The man whose death turned the forest to stone and the sea to jade?
The very same. This does not bode well for Kantha. We must head to the mainland and get to the root of this evil before it can... Well, let us not think about that yet. I have sent a missive to Menlo of Ascalon, one of my former students. He will no doubt be making his way to Kantha shortly. If this symbol means what I think it does, then we could all be in great danger. I must find my brother in Kaineng City. He will want to know of this. You will come after and meet me. Talk to First Mate Zhang to book your passage to the mainland. He will get you to the other side safely.
Daytung Harbor is a major harbor here. Why do I have... Oh, I have Jade Quarry quest. Nice. Thinking through if there's any of these. Actually, oh. Huh, okay. I'm going to go to here now. I guess I might as well just go ahead. Well, whatever. I'm going to turn in a couple of quests. So if I can find my way, I don't know, whatever, over that way. It turns out that I actually did a couple of these. So specifically Fronris and Chalkner Diggings. So I think I should go turn these in. Somewhere over this way. Arbialti makes me think of a magic card. Pirate magic card. From Legends. Name I can't friggin' remember, but doesn't matter. Okay, Zaishin Challenge guy. I want to turn this in. Actually, do I have the inventory space? Yes. And I would like to turn this one in. Thank you. So this becomes interesting. I can take another bounty, which is Moby Windbreak, which is apparently in the Galahad, whatever. I'll take that. And what's the mission? The Elusive Golemancer. Ooh, that's a lot of Astern rep points, though. I mean, we've done this already, so I'm not... I'm going to go ahead and grab it just because it's there. So I think that'll kind of sum up things for... Oh. Sorry, I just got distracted by filling up on tanned hide squares. So anyway, I'm going to worry about inventory stuff on my own. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up here. So until next time, everyone, take care. Goodbye.